Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Come on. Hey.
On first down, Fowler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cards, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Down inside the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Off the bootleg, Fowler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Murray off play action. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals! It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20. The 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
19 Tiger.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll go option to the short side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running wide side, Elliott. To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion. They
got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Fowler letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 45 on second down, Murray finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Cardinals in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seven, our score after 1. Here's Swift. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
To throw on second down, Fowler. That's going to be caught by Judy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Fowler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Fowler. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Walker now on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Fowler. That one complete to Elliott. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
19 white.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fowler. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. Fowler. Yeah, he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Hey. Omaha. Big A Soka.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On the check.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on 1st down. Fowler. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
On 1st and 10, Fowler. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Murray now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Fowler. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Omaha.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Quick slant to Brown. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Murray on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ready.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Fowler. Walker with a grab. Left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
19 Tiger. Hawk 70. 18 Rebels.
Back to throw again.
He's able to find Melton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Got a man. It's Judy complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Fowler. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Off play action. Fowler. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown. Will Dissly. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Operating from the gun. Fowler. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Murray, one final try.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.